everyone, my name's Nicola and I am simply a stitcher. Welcome to my channel. This is your first visit here, then welcome, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you very much for coming back and spending some time with me. It looks like the new way of filming is working, so using my phone as opposed to in my laptop, which what I was doing before. Everything's lining up great, so I'm happy with that. Like I say, if you're new here, welcome. I have had a little jump in subscribers since my last video, but of course if you are not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so by clicking the button and in the box below before you leave, and ring the bell to be notified when I next upload a video. I am also on Instagram, and my Instagram is at simply a stitcher. So yeah, let's crack on with the works in progress. Can you pass me my little... There's a little book, I think it's underneath the thing at the side of you. A bit of paper at the side, look underneath it. Yes, I need that. Forgotten some of the stuff that I needed. Okay, so this month I have worked on 4 projects. We'll start with the smallest one first, which is this one. It's L is for Lamb by Miss Cherry Martini, charted and kitted by GeckoRouge. Oh, like that, now I'm done with that. Got to find a piece of work now. I haven't put much in this month, only about 300 stitches, but hey, progress is progress, right? So that's how this is looking now. This is a piece that I use when I travel. It's a piece that don't tell the boss, sometimes sit and stitch when I'm waiting for calls at work. So yeah, it's about 1,000 stitches in now. I think it's about 1,000. Doesn't look like 1,000, but there you go. So that is that one. Can I have my tablet, please? Yes. Thank you. Be alright if I were prepared. It's something like 8:30 on a Sunday morning, 1st of May, and I've not woken up yet. I've not finished my morning coffee. Yeah, so that one is now 8.28% completed. So the second thing that I worked on, I'll get rid of that, is, Alice for Lamb is on 25 count easy count fabric and stitched 1/1 full cross. So the second thing I've worked on is Heaven and Earth Designs Freebie Maui Princess. Last month I was at 24.22% on this piece, and this month I've worked on it quite a bit with 28.91% completed. This again is stitched on 25 count 1/1, and it's on Magic Guide. Is that the right way up? Yeah, it is. So as you can see, that's starting to come in from top left right through, almost like diagonal, but I don't do diagonal stitching because I don't know how to do it. And yes, I've looked at all the tutorials, I can't work it out, but I'm just doing this: pick a thread, work it through until it's completed, pick up the next one. I did reach the right side of this. I don't know if I'd reached that last week, and last time. I'm cutting it a bit fine with border there, but it is what it is. So that's that one. So the third piece I've worked on, which has had the bulk of the month, was again Heaven and Earth Designs. It was Avarice. Now last month we ended the month at 74.04% completed, and this month we're getting ever closer to that finish. We are at 82.58%, so about 8% increase, and there are still mental mass. 41,800 stitches to go. So if I'm stitching 1,000 a day, it's still going to be over a month before this piece is finished. It's stitched on 25 count Lugana 1/1 full cross, because I know that I'm really bad about saying things like that. And I've worked again on the skirt, the last, not showing enough of it there, the last of the gems here on the right hand side, and then the skirt going downwards. So I worked on that, and as the whole thing, it might be a little bit big for this, but let's see. Oh no, just about in. As you can see, definitely heading towards that finish line on this one. So I can't wait to see this one done. Again, as you know, if you've been here before, you'll know it's my longest work in progress. It's been 11 years, so it's about time that this one was finished and off the frame, because I have plans, people. So the fourth one that I worked on that I pulled out this week, only this week actually, out of the month, was my GeckoRouge, the black cat and butterflies. Now again, I've had significant progress on this, and I've just realised I've been looking at the wrong stitches. Avarice last month was at 75.04%, so it's jumped up about 7%. Right, black cat and butterflies. Last month we ended the month with it being at 66.44%, and we have now gone to a whopping 79.51%. So, you know, more than 3/4 of the way through. And I have been working on this lotus flower here on the right hand side, but mainly on filling in the black part there where the cat is. Now it is a bit deceiving there because there's a lot of different colours in this. There's like 3 primary sort of blacks and blues, but then there's some little bits of colour that are coming in, so it's not straight stitching. So I'm excuse me, I'm stitching this one on 18 count fabric, and it's 2/1 full cross. This is charted and kitted by GeckoRouge, and as you can see there, there's just really that right hand side column from underneath the lotus flower to meet the one at the bottom to do, and this one will be finished. So I'm hoping that within the next month, if I do stick with it, this one will be done, because there are just over 11,500 stitches left, which is 11 days. So hopefully next month we'll be able to start the month with a finish. And just for reference, these are reference purposes, that's what it'll look like when it's done. And it's this piece part here. I've still got this moon to put in, and then this section here just to complete this piece. So that is it for whips. So for those of you who are interested in the stats, last month this month I've completed 33,800 stitches, and the year to date I had completed 94,000. So 94,000 plus 33,800. My mental maths is rubbish today. Got a calculator handy? Just asking the daughter, who is sat waiting in the wings, just watching me. 33,800 plus 94,000, please.
What?
33,800 plus 94,000. Ah, cool. 127,800 stitches so far this year on full coverage pieces. So that's not bad. Okay, that's it for all the whips, the works in progresses, but I do have a little bit of haul this month. Didn't get anything last month, but I have got something this month. The first thing that I did was I was gifted a voucher from my former team at my place of work, and I ordered a magnifying lamp for my stitching, but I got it here and it turned out to be faulty, so I sent it back, and I got a voucher back because I'd paid for it on a voucher, so I got a voucher in return. So off I went to Hobbycraft to spend that voucher and to get, you know, a few bits and pieces. So I got this kit. It's a Dimensions Gold collection, and it's called Lakeside Village. It reminds me of sort of Italy, but also a bit of Switzerland, a bit of Geneva, you know, Lausanne type sort of places, although I know it's not. It doesn't say where it's based. Right, it's, there we go. And this is stitched on 16 count light blue Aida, and it's a full coverage piece. It's a long time since I've done a dimensions kit. I've got a couple in my stash knocking about, but it's a long time since I've done one, so I'm quite looking forward to that. It will measure, oh, it doesn't tell me what it will measure. Oh yes, it does. 15 by 12 inches, so it's a fair size, so I'm quite looking forward to starting that. I also, when you're in Hobbycraft and you're waiting at the tills, you get the little bins, and I also picked up some mini spring cross stitch kits. Now bear in mind I went at Easter, so I got that one, just a wheelbarrow, and then oh, Butterfingers, that one, bunny rabbit. It's like a patchwork hearts design, that's quite cute. And then a butterfly. I think these were something daft, like 3 for £6 or something. But yeah, I got those because I thought that, you know, I will be doing a bit of car travelling going forward, so they're ideal to take with me. Just a small stitch. Don't have to faff around with a lot of stuff. So then the other thing that caught my eye in Hobbycraft was this magazine, which is called Stitch. It's not a cross stitch magazine, it's an embroidery magazine. And those of you that have been watching me for a while will know that I've got an interest in embroidery, although I'm not sort of brave enough to try it as yet. I have got some kits. I've got a Chinese embroidery kit knocking about somewhere, and 1 or 2 other bits and pieces. But I saw this stumpwork hydrangea, and I was absolutely taken with it. So I had a look in the instructions, and the only thing that I needed that I hadn't got was some wire, because if you can see by the pictures, you kind of make a wire frame, and then you stitch around the wire frame, and then you cut it out, and that's what sort of makes the petal. So I got some craft wire so that I can have a go at this. So it said in here, where is it, 26 gauge. Now I've got some 0.4mm wire. I don't know if it's the same as a 26 gauge, because this is obviously, you know, more American than British, but you know, where I've got, I think it's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna have a bash at that and see how I get on. Don't know whether it'll be this month. Might take it away on holiday with me as a holiday project, because I've got one of them coming up at the end of the month, which I'll talk about in a minute. But there's some other gorgeous projects in here which in time I might like to have a look at, like these beautiful gold work umbrellas. What else did I see in here? There's loads and loads of stuff in here. It's just like, there aren't many projects, as it were, but there's lots of interesting stuff. This I thought was quite nice. It's an owl, but it's not just done in one stitch, it's done in a few different types of stitches, which I thought might be nice as a sort of a learning exercise, really. But yeah, I've enjoyed looking at this magazine, because there's been, you know, loads of little bits that I've enjoyed, and you know, you've got punch needle work and stuff. But yeah, so there we go. And then of course I've got my usual stitching magazines as well. One come through the post and one I got from the newsagents. So that's it for haul this month. So quick update on other bits and pieces. Job is going okay. Feeling much more positive this month. Didn't have a great month last month. Wondered if I'd made the right decision. This month it's kind of been confirmed to me that yes, I did, and I'm a lot happier. Everybody in family seems to be okay. Andy is off village idioting, and I'm aiming to try and go with him from time to time now as well, which gets me out of the house, and it gives him, you know, a little bit of company and a little different perspective. The girls are all fine, and I know I mentioned in my Stitch With Me about potentially looking at starting an Etsy shop. Haven't got to it yet, but the middle child has told me that there is some artwork available. It's just her getting it from being available to actually in my hands so I can then start working on it. She's over there. Expectations. Yes, expectations indeed. Okay, so I don't think really there's much else to sort of say. It's only a short video this month, except that next month's Flosstube will be, I think, probably either a week late or a couple of days early, because the last day of the month, I normally film it on the first of the month, and the last day of the month we're going away on holiday. Now, only going away for a week, so I might be able to do it the day before we go. Might have to do it when we come back, but I'm not going to be either that, or I might just, you know, skip it all together and just do a big one in the beginning of July. Yeah, July. Can't think. You know, this year's just gone so quickly. It's just ridiculous. So I might do that. I haven't decided yet. I'll leave a comment in my community tab if I do decide to delay a Flosstube. I'm still obviously aiming to do things like Stitch with Me's. I keep saying it. I'm trying to do two a month, but I'm only getting around to one. It kind of depends for me, because some months, every Tuesday, which is usually when I do my Stitch with Me's, the house is silent. There's nobody here. And other months, the world and his wife's in. So, you know, I've got at least one child in, or Andy's home, or it's half term, or something's going on, and I can't do it for whatever reason. And of course, throw in as well that with my job I'm doing one day a month in the office, so that kind of puts that day out. And you know, sometimes on a Friday I'm too knackered, I'm just too tired to sit and do a Stitch with Me on a Friday dinner time. I'm going to have to try and work out how I can do it, and if I can do it. I might have to do like Flosstube one week, Stitch with Me the next week, miss a week, and then a Stitch with Me the last week, and then we'll be starting the month again with the Flosstube. It's just really a case of, I don't know. Anyway, right, so plans. So this next month, I know it's May Mania, everybody talks about Stitch Mania. I haven't made any solid plan, so my aim is to get one finish. Whether it be Avarice and I work like the clappers on it to do those 40-odd thousand stitches, which is not very likely, or the cat, where I work like the clappers on it and do the 11,000 stitches, which is much more likely, I'm going to be aiming to get a finish in. I'm also going to be looking at taking something away with me on holiday, and I'm leaning towards little Ellis for Lamb, because it's a small kit, it'll fit in a little pouch, it'll slip in nowhere, don't need my Malawi stand or a big frame or anything like that. So I'm looking at doing that. But anyway, so that's all from me. So if I don't see you at the beginning of June, I'll see you all at the beginning of July. Other than that, take care, happy stitching. If you've not subscribed, please do so. Give me a follow on Instagram. Please like this video as well to give me a little bit more visibility in YouTube. Help a gal along. I'm still in the under 1,000 subs club, even though I've been Flosstubing now for a year. Yay! A whole year of doing this. But I will see you all next month. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more awake. Next month, maybe the month after, but be a little bit more awake, I'm sure. And that's all for now. So bye for now.